Hello guys, welcome to Dev Domain. In today's video, we are going to see what are for loops in Java. Let's start. For loops in Java, there are three phases, or we can say three conditions to write a for loop. First, we have to initialize, then second, we have to give a condition to it, and in third part or phase we have to update the value. Okay, so what are these things? So I will explain in this video. So let's start. First is initialization. Executes once before the loop starts. It executes first before the loop starts. Typically initialize a loop variable. We have in this part, in this initialization part, we initialize a variable to it in the for loop, or we can initialize the variable outside the for loop. We have to initialize the variable in this part. Okay, so condition evaluate before each iteration. It's evaluate, basically it checks the condition. If the condition is true, then it continues its loop, and after some time, if the condition, after we update the value and the condition gets false, then it will terminate the loop. Okay, it stops the execution basically. Update. Okay, executes after each iteration, usually modifies the loop variable to control the number of iteration. Basically it controls the number of iteration. uh, Update. So what does the update does? It executes after each iteration. Okay, it update the value what we have initialized before. In the initialization phase, it's update the value or decrease the value by 1. Okay, here we use unary operators. It can be post increment or post decrement. Okay, usually modifies the loop variable to control the number of iteration. It is used to control the number of iteration basically. This update part or phase. In this initialization phase, we initialize a variable. Okay, so suppose I am initializing int I equal to 0, that I have initialized this number. Okay, I is equal to 0. Then in condition part or phase, we give the condition that what we have to do. Suppose we have to print hello world 5 times. Okay, then I will give this condition, I should less than or equal to 5. Okay, I will give this condition here, and I will update the value by 1. Okay, simply the updation part in update. Then I will write here system.out.print hello world. It will print the hello world for me for 5 times. Okay, so this is the part. Then some additional notes for the for loop. For complex iterations patterns, consider using enhanced for loops or while loops. For advanced patterns, we have to solve the patterns uh, like triangle or star pattern. We have to print that types of variable for complex loops or for complex iterations. We use the for loops or while loops. In some cases we use for loop and in some cases we use while loop. In previous video we have discussed about the while loops, so you can go and check there. So now let's start with our demonstration. So I have created a class called demo, and in that class I have created a main method, and let's say we have to print hello world for 5 times. So we have to do a repetitive task. So I'm writing a for loop for int I is equal to 0. I'm initializing a variable with 0. Then I'm giving a condition, uh, 5 is less than or equal to 10. Okay, I is less than or equal to 10. So we have to print. I've given a condition that I should not be greater than 10. And I'm here writing I plus plus. What it will do, I plus plus, it will increase the I variable, that this variable, by 1. Okay. And in this block, I am simply printing system.out.println hello world. Okay. So I have initialized variable I is equal to 0. Then I have given here in second part, I have given here condition that I should less than be equal to 10. Means if I is greater than 10, it should terminate the loop. Okay, I will dry run this code. Okay, so in initializing, it checks. Okay, I is equal to 0. Is I is less than 10, means okay, the condition is true, then it will print hello world 1 time. And then again it will increment I by 1. Okay, then here I 1. Okay, then again it checks I is less than equal to 10, condition true, then it will enter to this block and print hello world. Then again it will be increment I by 1. Okay, then I will be 2. Then again it will print hello world. Then again it will increment 3. I is equal to 3. I by 1. Okay, then it again checks the condition. If I is less than 10, the condition is true, then it will print this block, this hello world, in the console. After some time has been appeared, suppose. Okay, then it checks the condition now. Is I is less than or equal to 10? No, the condition is false. then condition is false here, so it will not print this block or print this hello world. It will not be entered into this block. It will directly terminate and executes further code or further task, whatever the task he should do, he will do. Directly terminates the block of for loop. And in this for loop, we can use break statement or a continuous statement to skip or break the for loop. So why we are using break or continuous statement in for loop? Basically, the for loop should not be goes to infinite loop. So that's why we can use the for loop or continue to perform a particular task or to break the for loop. So let's execute this code. Let's see what output we will get. See the output. The hello world has been printed 10 times. So suppose I will reduce the condition till 5. Okay. Printed only 5 times. Suppose I have decreased the I value by 2. So it will print only 3 times because we have initialized I with 0. Where the for loop works. Thank you for watching this video.